Good morning, Brent Boer with B&B Lumber Company. Today we're going to be talking about the May 2020 safety meeting, and that is on back safety, proper lifting, and heat stress. So we'll start right off with back safety. Back injuries are America's #1 workplace safety problem, regardless of the industry. Manual handling of material, that is lifting, carrying, pushing, pulling, etc., is the main cause of back injuries. Our tips to avoid a back injury: use hoists or other equipment to lift or move heavy or bulky objects. Avoid twisting at your waist to reach or move objects, regardless of how light they are. A back brace does not give you the ability to lift or carry more weight. It is false security. That's why we've gone away from handing out back braces as PPE. Invest in quality shoes. Replace them when they start to wear out. Always maintain good posture. Ears over shoulders, over hips, over ankles, or they call it stacked. So you want to be stacked in the right position. And maintain a healthy weight. Exercise regularly and eat healthy. I'll let you know when I start to do that. But that's it for back safety. Excuse me, that is not it. Proper lifting. Size up the load. Don't try to lift, push, or pour more than you're able to. Get help if needed. 2, place your feet shoulder width apart. 3, crouch down with your knees bent. Keep your heels, hips, and shoulders in a straight line. 4, firmly grasp the object using your thumb or palm and all 4 fingers for the power grip. 5, lift the object by lifting with your arms and straightening your legs. Never use your back. 6, keep the object as close to you as possible and between your waist and shoulders. 7, if turning is required, do not use your torso to twist. Move your feet instead. So that is it for our back safety portion of this month's safety meeting. Again, please talk to your supervisors and or team leaders if there's anything that I covered. I went through that relatively quickly, so if you need a detailed visual, for me, I'm a visual learner, and many of you may be as well. Take a moment to ask your supervisors to show you how to lift a box of nails, per se, 50-pound nails, and to do it properly, or how to lift a cant out in the sorter area and to keep it close to you, and to not twist this way but to twist with your feet and then set it down. Talk to them about how to do that. So we're going to move right into heat stress. We are coming into a warmer part of the year, so I think it's important that we review what heat stress is and what it can do to you, what it looks like, and we're going to cover those very quickly and talk about preventing that as well. So heat stress can lead to life-threatening injuries. Risk factors include high temperatures and humidity, which we absolutely experience here in central New York more than in most parts of the country. So limited air movement, heavy physical labor, dark or heavy clothing, low liquid intake, and direct sun exposure are all ways that we can ramp up the probability that heat stress will take an impact. So the least severe to the most severe, we're saying least severe would be heat exhaustion. That would look like headache, dizziness, fainting, weakness and wet skin, irritability or confusion, thirst, nausea, or vomiting. Then the next, in the middle, between least severe and most severe, we're looking at heat cramps, muscle cramps, pain or spasms to the stomach, arms, or legs. And the most severe would be heat stroke, confusion, fainting, seizures, hot, dry skin, throbbing headache. That is life-threatening. Get your supervisor or a first responder. Do not wait. So prevention. Know the signs and symptoms of heat illnesses. We just covered them. Again, I covered them relatively quickly. Your supervisors will be handing out these sheets as you guys are watching, guys and gals are watching this video. Please keep the sheet near your desk, in your workstation, work area during the heat season. and look at the different, the different types of symptoms that you're going to experience, whether it's headache or irritability. And also, I would suggest watch your coworkers' behavior. If I'm in heat stress and I'm experiencing heat stress, most times I don't know what's going on to me, but you might see a difference in me and be able to help get me to a place of safety. So keep an eye on your coworkers, and if they start to experience irritability or confusion, or they start to vomit, I mean, obviously we have a lot going on with coronavirus. I think all in, just get a first responder, get our safety team right there to take ownership of this thing quickly. But also know the symptoms. So, prevention. Monitor yourself and your coworkers. Drink often and before you are thirsty. Before you are thirsty. Avoid beverages containing alcohol or caffeine. Obviously, we don't drink alcohol before our shift. All alcohol is out of our system before we begin work. But caffeine has been a problem in a few instances over the last couple of years. We get these big Monster energy drinks or Red Bull drinks, and we have 3 or 4 of those. It wouldn't matter if it was 10 degrees outside. There's still a possibility that we could put ourselves into a position to have that level of stress on our bodies. So watch that caffeine intake, whether it's winter or summer. But if we're drinking that caffeine aggressively in the summertime and it's 95 degrees and you're working hard, you're not sweating, there's going to be a problem. Whether it happens here at work or it leads into a place where you're in a bad place at home, I strongly recommend that you back away from the caffeine and work at hydrating. And then wear lightweight, light colored, and loose fitting clothing. That will help keep that cool air from the fans, just air movement over your body. So that's all I have for the May 2020 safety meeting. Really quickly, we're still battling. We're in phase 2 of the COVID-19 reopening New York. I think it's important that we continue to, social distance. We've opened up some larger spaces in our communal areas, like our smoking area, and in our break rooms. We're continuing to try to practice social distancing. Wear this boundary, keep that facial boundary in between you and your coworkers and staff, especially when you're in and around them for a greater than 10-minute span. It's so important that we keep that barrier at our mouths. So if you have any questions or if I've covered anything too quickly, please don't hesitate to talk to your supervisor and team leaders, or request a brief off-floor meeting with our safety staff. I hope everybody's doing well, and let's have a great day. Thanks.